Hi there, it's Lori, and I'm here with a throwback story. So this is from the early 2000s when Veggie Tales were popular, and the teenagers, so they were kids when they were popular, but they were still kind of popular. One particular day, they were working on their assignment together in their groups, normal class, how it worked. And uh, I don't even know why it started. They all started singing, "Everybody's got a water buffalo. Yours is fat, mine is slow. Everybody's got a water buffalo." I'm deliberately not singing the tune, because, you know. Anyway, and then one of the girls who was in theater started doing the part where she sounded like she was from India, and I'm not going to do the accent as that would be insulting, but it talks about, I went to the market and my water buffalo wouldn't fit through the door, and it was just hilarious. And then of course they broke into, "Where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush?" Do you guys know the answer? Where was the tomato's hairbrush? The cucumber gave it to the peach because the peach has hair. Yeah. They were funny songs. They were silly songs by Larry. Good stuff. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that. But yeah, I'm sure you can Google those songs. They're silly. All the silly songs with Larry were good, but Water Buffalo and Where's My Hairbrush are classics. They're just so funny. Anyway, Throwback Thursday. This is my first Bavarian stitch blanket. This is a baby blanket. I will tell you the rest with the picture showing. I showed front and back because the back is beautiful also, just not quite as beautiful. It's not as spectacular, but it is beautiful. It is Fiber Spiders tutorial, and I will be more detailed with that in there. I'll do the rest of my outro later, but hugs from me, Ma Potato Head, in the meantime. And now, I bet some of you have those songs stuck in your head. Sorry? Maybe not sorry. Okay, see you in a minute. Hi there. All right, this is a rectangular Bavarian stitch by Fiber Spider. This pattern came out a couple years, or at least a year, before Crystal at Bagaday did a rectangular Bavarian stitch. The difference between the two is this pattern, Fiber Spiders, has 2 blocks in the center, and Bagaday Crochets has 4 blocks in the center. So it depends on how rectangular you want it to be. So I followed this pattern. Craig, which is Fiber Spider, recommended using a variegated yarn instead of changing colors all the time. So that's what I did. The yarn I used here was ice cream yarn, and I think the color was called pistachio. This was for a friend's baby who they were going gender neutral on colors, regardless of that they knew that they were having a boy. So anyway, with all that said, I enjoyed this pattern. I definitely learned a lot. I don't know how many of you know the Bavarian stitch, but it involves back post treble crochets and treble crochets 4 together and 8 together. Please do yourself a favor and listen to the advice of Shannon from Another Yarn, who said, when you're doing a Bavarian stitch blanket, always mark your corners. This is very sound advice. Mark your corners. So keep moving those stitch markers up till you have your 4 corners. It's so easy the further you get into the pattern to miss a corner. So this, again, this baby blanket, like I said, it was ice cream yarn, not roving divigation, just regular ice cream yarn. I believe it was the Big Scoop, and I used one of them, which, because that's a lot of yardage. If I remember, that's 400 or 500 yards. And like I said, from remembering, it's been a long time, but from memory, I'm pretty sure the color was pistachio. I don't know if this is still a colorway or not, but it is a fantastic neutral. Again, I showed the front and the back. The front is where you can see the lines that are created by doing your, back post. I think I said front post. Back post stitches. And the back just kind of looks almost like shells or fans. So it's beautiful. It's just not the same kind of beautiful, but both sides very different, but both look great. That's why they're both up there for you to look at. As far as hook size goes, I probably used whatever was on the ball band or whatever Craig said to use, or fiber S word for Hadijah, Lady Bird Loves. But I feel like I learned a ton, and I just think it looks so complex. And it even sounds hard when I describe it with all those, treble crochets. That would be double trebles to those of you in the UK, treble in the US, or triple in the US. But it really was not that challenging, and maybe it's the way Craig teaches. I flew through this. Now, I know I have watched Bag of Days where it's 4 in the center. For a baby blanket, I think that would be too rectangular. I felt like the 2 blocks in the center was perfect for this. But if I was, say, making a queen size blanket, I might go with the 4 blocks in the center and use the Bag of Day style instead. So I think it's all in what your purpose is, which of those 2 patterns is ideal for you. I feel like I left something out. I told you the yarn, I told you the pattern. It's an unconventional family that were friends out of state. I had the coolest wedding invitations, but that's a whole different thing. I wasn't, just timing wise, I wasn't able to go to their wedding, but they had the coolest invitations. It was some kind of almost like choose your own adventure. It was cool. Anyway, I guess that's it. So thanks for coming in. Can I get an amen? Hugs to you all. You already got your Meemaw potato head hugs. Hugs from me. And I appreciate you all. You matter. And kindness matters. Hope to see you soon. Bye.